pretty. So it's back. I don't remember if I filmed it last week. Front fenders, bumper, and hood have been resprayed. And the majority of the retrimming is complete. It's got its fog lights, headlights. He's going to be providing new kidneys, so those go in later. That's what the bottom of a bumper should look like, not all scraped up. It's got to go back for polishing still, so that'll happen next. And then we're waiting on another piece of the washer system. This is like the third car where every single component has failed except the reservoir. Initially, we had a bad hose harness. Replaced that, the nozzles went. Replaced those, the little feed line down into the reservoir went. Replaced that. Finally, we're ready to test the system. Pump failed. Tried the intensive pump. Also didn't work. So it's gotten a completely new washer system short of the reservoir and the float inside the reservoir. And there's a grommet where the reservoir pushes into the chassis. That didn't fail. Everything else did. Then carbon black. Over here, it's gotten its new bumpers on. Alan worked on that when I was out in Las Vegas. So new front and rear bumper, freshly painted, new trims all around, same PDC sensors. We've got Eisenman Race exhaust, 4x76mm, a Rogue X pipe, same system my car has on it, sounds awesome. Needs a bit of exhaust fitment tweaking. Those tips are out too far. These might be in a little too far, so we'll tweak that later. Then it's going in for window tint. They're going to de-tint what's on here now. It's too dark. We want to retain 99% UV protection, so it's going to be getting a very film, or a very clear film around the car, ceramic film. New headlights are in and adjusted. Leather guy still needs to come out. It's kind of the sublet annoying jobs that remain on this car, but we're getting there. This one over here, the Sterling caramel car, I took down to our leather specialist today, who actually recommended another guy who didn't answer the phone today, so I'll be calling tomorrow, just in regards to touching up / redying / making some repairs on this interior. The driver's seat was recovered in the past with an aftermarket skin. You can see the color's not right, so we're going to need to be doing some color adjustments there. But he's approved a bunch of other stuff in the work scope. Parts are trickling in. We got a lot today. It actually took a couple hours to get everything checked in. It's this entire box, everything behind it, and that fan blade there. So all that's here with more on the way. My 540 is in. I'm going to be driving the M6 tonight. It got its tires road force balanced today, so I need to make sure everything's all smooth there. Cleaned the bugs off the windshield and found nice 3 new chips from the Vegas trip, thankfully up there in the visor and completely out of sight. Annoying. That's what happens when you drive a car, though. This one, we are still waiting on a DME. We're about 2 weeks after ordering it. It just shipped out of New York. Why it takes a large eBay seller with 99.4% positive feedback 2 weeks to ship a DME, I'll never understand, but it's on the way. We're having communication issues trying to program this one, so I've ordered a new K+ DCAN cable, this time the one from Bimmer Tools, which is supposed to work with the MSS65 DME. So we'll see where that gets us in the upcoming days. That'll probably take 2 weeks to get here too. Taking a look at Monaco versus Carbon here. Monaco is definitely more blue, a lighter color, but they are quite similar. Then here we've got this little project. So this is a reproduction of one of the final remaining E63/E64 6 Series coupe and convertible manual trim pieces just below the shifter. This would have been a 2-position sport button. I needed this piece to be made with an oval cutout instead of this one in quantity for the M5 and the M6 to relocate the EDC button for manuals. Boy, is that a freaking mouthful. No one else would care, but this is what we're investing resources into. So this is one of the dummies that was made, and they printed the wrong button on it, so it's purely a piece for testing now. And we sanded it, and then took firstly the surface cleaner, then the adhesive promoter, then the refinisher. This is BMW charcoal. They have BMW black as well. They look nearly identical on the website. I studied the pieces inside the car and thought, yeah, that's more charcoal than black. Wrong. That's charcoal, that's gray. So it's gonna have to be black. I've ordered the black, it's coming on Friday. And then we've got a permanent protectant, dries in 45 seconds, probably not, satin clear coat that's gone on top of this. So we've got a couple coats of paint, couple coats of clear coat. It does seem to be more robust than the standard BMW easy scratch, soft touch finish that ordinarily if you did that to it with your fingernail, it would start peeling. This is leaving a few light marks in it that you can easily kind of rub with your thumb and take a little bit of product to, and it disappears. So it seems to be an upgrade, though you still shouldn't scratch it, of course. So as we get the black, we'll probably sand this back down and make sure the color's right, and then refinish the actual production that's in the M6 right now. And then finally, after like 4 months, we'll be able to get that M6 delivered to its owner. That's all I got today, guys. I got to get out of here. My feet hurt. Tomorrow's Wednesday already. We'll talk then. Good night.